Straight right, just misses. How about that time counter shot? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
There's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punching. Straight right just misses. Counter punch. Straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And the artist has been dropped. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. His stamina is off the charts. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The referee really thinking about stopping it. How are they still standing?
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This with that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They exchange punches. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter shot. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Incredible work rate. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Goes Fury. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
That's lights out right there.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Punch, counter punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell to start round 10. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Counter punch right up the middle. A lot of effort being exerted here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And they're calling it there.
Too early, too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, that's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. And I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed. Pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound. Pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound. takes more than that to drag me down. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, yeah, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe I'll cut, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. Oh no no. Baptized in the river to the life of a sinner, with nothing left but battle scars. The pain and the pleasure haunts you forever. At least somehow I got this far. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe I'll cut, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. I sure as hell don't lose. You are the sweetest thing, yeah. I live all the joy you bring, yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back,
Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here we have the artist, and they will enjoy a weight advantage. And he'll face the Bronze Bomber, and they will have a power advantage here. These two will be fighting in the heavyweight division. You expect, of course, knockouts, but don't be surprised if this one goes the distance.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
First up, the artist from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI Continental titles. They won by TKO in their last fight. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber from the United States of America. The last time we saw them in action, they suffered a very tough KO. Let's see how they respond here.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks, trimmed with yellow, here is the current Continental Heavyweight Champion, the Artist. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. What a fight.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer, them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday in gym, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them.
We expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That jab doesn't find a home. Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. And the artist has been dropped. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the god took him out.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're away.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe and move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Straight right just misses. Nice. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Here we go for round 2. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He threw threw a punch and just got countered. They're entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in them? You'd like to see more jabs. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is off the charts. His stamina is off the charts. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Stumbling around in potholes. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like...
And down goes Wilder! Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The straight right just misses. Left hook missed. No rest for the weary. The straight right just misses. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. That hook scores. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
On to the 5th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Let's start the 6th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A lot of effort being exerted here. The straight right just misses. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Holding nothing back here in the round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You have no excuse for gassing out.
Here comes round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The stamina is off the charts. Forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just when you think this guy is out of it, he'll come firing right back. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
And we enter the 8th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered.
This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch, counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? So close with that uppercut. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A straight right just misses. Just misses with that uppercut. A straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
It's when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell for round 9. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The straight right just misses. And that hook misses. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. He blocks that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. About these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
This is the 10th. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated,
The ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter. Straight right just misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight, that's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. And he caught him with a right hand. Perfect counter shot. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And the referee's going to allow him to fight. So it's a majority decision. One judge saw it a draw. The other two scored it for the same fighter.
Shows how much we know. We didn't have it like that. We thought it was a one-sided fight. But you know what? Spot on. I don't mind being wrong right now. For an entertainment like that, what a fight.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the K. Like winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, altering is August, wordplay is December, Then need my pennants and cinders and my delivering shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry kindred